One of the things I'm doing differently with my estate business account is connected into something I've already spent years of building. And that's my personal brand, my digital business. So outside of estate, I'm an author, wrote and published multiple books and still write and publish a lot of books. And I'm a digital publisher. So I have a YouTube channel. I write books, I create digital products, and I help women create income online from home. So my business already has ways that it makes money. And lately, I've been thinking more about this question: what am I doing with the money after I make it? Because making the money is one thing, right? But I also want some of that money working for me after after it comes into my business. So what I've started doing is taking a percentage of the income that my business creates and using it to build a separate estate portfolio under my business, Boss Women Elite LLC. And I really, really like this strategy for me because when I first started thinking about estate from the business side, it would have been, just so easy to only focus on what I can earn as an agent. And yes, absolutely, yes, that is a part of the business. But I started looking at it differently. I said, okay, what can this business actually build over time? So I already, have income coming in from the things that I create. I can make money from YouTube. I can sell a digital product. I could, make money from my books, and I can get paid by a brand. So there are so many different ways that money can come into my business. So instead of all of that income coming in and it's just sitting there or getting spent, I can decide to take a percentage of it and take it going towards my business portfolio or building the business portfolio here over here at estate. And that has become a part of my strategy. In another video, I'm going to actually show you, numbers and all those great things. So my personal brand creates the income. Then what I do is I take a portion of that income and I use it to purchase participation tokens inside of my business account. So little by little, we're going to see Boss Women Elite LLC is going to build its own portfolio. We already started. And actually, my business account recently hit level one as well. Okay. I think I talked about here on this channel the different levels. I think that's too big. Let me see if I can get the picture up here so you can see the picture. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Okay. There we go. Right there. So hopefully you can see that. And look, this is very exciting for me because I'm looking at it as another milestone in what I'm building. And it also makes me think about how differently I look at my business now. So years ago, I probably would have only asked when it comes to this opportunity is how much did the business make this month? And now I am also asking what did the business do with what it made? Okay. So I also think about this too is like, did some of my money or the money that I have coming into my business, am I intentionally creating assets with that money? Okay. Did some of it go towards something that could potentially produce income over time? So I'm just asking a lot of different questions now, and I'm just babbling here on my channel so you can see where my mind is now when it comes to this opportunity and when it comes to my business. If you're already an estate agent and you also have another business, I think this is also something worth looking at or thinking about. Even if you're not an estate and you have a business, you have an LLC, you have a trust, think about, maybe you have a personal brand and maybe you provide services. Maybe you have a YouTube you get paid from. Maybe you sell digital products. You write books like me. Maybe you can have some of your income, can the income that you create, think about what you want a portion of that income to do. I know we pay taxes and those things. You don't want to just, spend the money, but put it somewhere where it can work for you. Okay. And I like to keep, my business portfolio separate from my personal portfolio. I'm going to talk about both here on this channel. But now I can confidently say that my company has assets. My company is generating income from these assets. Okay. And I don't have to create a whole nother business to do it. I am just simply taking something that already works and I'm connecting it to the big picture. That's probably one of the biggest shifts happening for me right now, and I'm thinking less about making money and more about what I can build with the money that I make. Like, that's different. Okay. That's the strategy. Make the money, give some of it a job to make more money, okay, and keep building. I'm going to continue to share what I'm doing with my business account here, what I'm learning, and how this my portfolio is growing over time. And of course, this is just simply what I'm doing with my own business and my own money, and I'm sharing my experience from educational purposes. I'm not telling you what to do financially. You can do what you need, okay? But if you want to learn more about estate, if this is new to you, I would challenge you. First of all, I have plenty of videos here on my channel, but you can tap the link down below. There is if you scroll on my page, you will see a 15-minute overview. And no, I think it's 3 minutes. I have a 3-minute overview up there. I want to make something quick. Set up your free account. Okay, set up your free account. Go in there, browse the properties, and based upon your business budget, or based upon, even this is personal too, it doesn't have to be business, but you have options. You can set up a personal account, and your personal account becomes an agent. You can become an agent, and then you can set up your business under your personal. That's exactly what I did. Okay, so there's always more than one way to skin a cat. Okay, but set up your account, and once you have your account set up, I'll check the back office, and then we can have a call together so we can strategize how estate can work for your personal as well as for your business as well. Okay, hope that this was helpful. Talk soon. Bye for now.